Okay, looks like we are indeed recording. All right. Well, you can grab the dice board later too, right?
Yep.
To show it to people and stuff. Okay, and we're happy with the Destiny, right? We're keeping that because that's the one we had. So.
Oh yeah, I think we've got 3 whites and two blacks, so it's pretty good.
That's for exactly what we have.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get the show on the road. Welcome back to our Star Wars Destiny at Duroon game. Hopefully, we'll survive this. We'll see how it goes. So, to recap, our heroes, having rescued an Imperial defector, took her to the world of Byblos, where you obtained some classified information that she had promised the rebellion in exchange for, her being liberated and taken to the rebellion, right? Regarding some development into TIE Phantom technology. But in the process, you also discovered the flight plan logs for the Sanctuary, which was the ship of the old Jedi Master Fontar. And you discovered that it was relatively nearby in the world of Kolar, right, which is deep in the galactic core, and so it's seldom visited. You guys obtained the location. You jumped through hyperspace to get there. There was, turbulence. You located the wreck of the ship near the sun, right? So it's buffeted by asteroids and solar flares. And so you made your way to the wreck, docked with it, and started exploring the ship. You met an assassin probe droid, which you have taken to be the cause of, the death of this ship and crew around the time of Order 66, right? So, having explored a large section of the ship, you finally made your way to what seemed to be the central chamber of the ship, an area made to resemble the jungles of Ithor, right? Because Master Fontar is an Ithorian Jedi, or was an Ithorian Jedi. You found, it was like a garden, but all the trees are dead, right? And so there's only fungi and stuff that has managed to survive in this decaying atmosphere. And in the center of the room, there was a stone plinth, I guess, for lack of a better word, with some carvings and some intricate mechanisms within the stone itself, right? So you're deduced that this was some sort of locking mechanism, accessible to those using the Force because you couldn't get your fingers through the grill to touch the actual controls, right? And just as you're figuring this out, you get a distress call through the comm link from Mac 3PO, right? Just saying, it just said, "Sir," and it's a screen.
Oh no! Wait! Stop!
Yeah, I'm sorry. Quickly. Yes, yeah, I had to do it.
You're ruining my immersion.
Sir!
There you go. Thank you.
And and static, because the solar flares have been interfering with your comms ever since you arrived. This is immediately followed by a severe feeling of, really bad feeling that Ill gets through the Force, and the back doors to the chamber open, revealing this black-clad figure, right? You're all wearing spacesuits because the atmosphere is very tenuous here. There is some atmosphere left, but this figure of an Ithorian female, chalk white skin, within this black spacesuit, right? And carrying one of the circular devices which you have now, or disc-shaped devices which you now identify as an Inquisitor's lightsaber. And we have lost Craig.
Well, he ran like a frightened rabbit once he realized.
It's like, it's Jedi stuff. It's not for me. I'm not the Jedi here. I'll be back in the ship.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly too, that the cry. Oh, here he is. He's back. Looks like the cry of "Sir" by Mac was, of course, after. Like we see the Inquisitor, and then he starts shouting his warning in true fashion, because that's how he does his warnings.
That's how he does it. Yeah, it's a little bit late. So
yeah, hey, it's perfect. It's right on point with how he is. So that's awesome.
And so we get this warning. The woman says to you, Jedi, Inquisitor Varen will be happy to make your acquaintance. And then she tells you that Brother Sin sends his regards. So you gather this Brother Sin is the person we first met in Moon of Jeddah, in the Moon of Jeddah, right? The other Inquisitor that you met. But that's an interesting thing to do, but now we are about to go into combat because she ignites her lightsaber. And I don't recall if we did the fear checks. I don't think we did. So let us open up with a fear check to see if our young Jedi have mastered their fear. And our other two heroes should also make one. So let us have a fear check at a difficulty of 2 purple.
And is this cool?
You may use it's either discipline or I think
no, fear is discipline.
Discipline goes off of willpower. So it's a willpower.
Okay.
So it's either discipline if you have it, or if not, it's just willpower.
Okay. What is our difficulty, sir?
It's 2 purple.
Okay, and then this up here. All right. So.
Too difficult. Well,
Right,
I'm very likely to be afraid. I'm also going to make a force power check here. Oh, no.
Okay. Is Greg here? Is he frozen, or you think he's frozen?
Wow, I made it. But
yes. Okay, those 3 threat becomes strain to you.
Okay.
And Jose doesn't really make it, so Jose will have 1 setback dice to all his checks, right?
I'm not seeing my rolls going through here.
And Jose gets 2 conflict at the end of the session when we do the morality rolls. You okay, Craig?
Yes, for some reason, Teams shit the bed on me.
It doesn't like you.
Nah.
So fear checks, Craig, is what we're making now to see if you guys make it through the.
And of course,
but Jose can give a bonus die to someone to make their fear check. So if someone needs it,
what's the fear check against?
It's 2 purples.
2.
And Ivan gets 1 setback dice for subsequent checks and 1 strain right now. And Craig gets Craig basically also gets the setback dice to subsequent checks in this action because of the fear that this figure represents. All right. So I also heard last time that Il is going to grab one of those lightsabers.
Yeah.
Because right now
he's got it. Yeah.
Okay. So let us roll initiative in this case.
Vigilance?
Yeah, it doesn't. She's there. So cool or vigilance, whichever is most appropriate for you.
4
And
successes.
are we using the black dice on the setback dice on this as well, or no?
Believe so. I don't think you do.
Sure. Let's go with it.
All right.
So I'm gonna roll for my guy. Ooh.
Okay, well, it looks like she goes first.
She's definitely going first.
Yeah, take
Hang
one
on.
of my successes away.
just hang on.
Yeah.
Be at peace.
Please stand by.
I have to spend some
All right.
strain here.
So Jose has one success,
Yeah.
2 advantages, 1 + 2, and Craig has 4, And I rolled 5 and 1, and then I also rolled 1 and 2. And Ivan rolls 3.
Bob's scared. He's going to move.
Okay. I am ready. Sorry to take so long.
That's okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Two.
So
Two and
Extra
one.
success.
that is, I've also spent strain for rapid reaction. So this is 3 successes
Oh, nice.
and a advantage.
Okay,
And-
okay. So,
I can pass that 1 extra success on to 1 target, and that has to be someone who's right next to me, so that's Jaster.
So that's 2 successes for me.
excellent. Okay, so this is easy. It's going to be 1 NPC slot to start, then all 4 of you. Then I get a second slot, which I will
Yep.
reveal in time.
Right.
And so, this woman engages her lightsaber and moves in to she is aware of Jaster, so I think she moves in on Jaster, and Jaster just has time enough to snap open his lightsaber.
No. Objection. The way
Go
the
ahead.
scene works is she activates hers as she's looking at us threateningly, and the 2 of us look at each other and go in the darkness. Just
That works.
cinematically, the
So-
lightsabers are on.
It's
So,
cinematically delightful.
Remind me, Jaster's lightsaber is blue?
No, green.
Green?
Green.
Green.
Because it's not my lightsaber, right?
Because it's not your lightsaber, it's the training
It's our
one.
master, yeah.
So which color does Il want his lightsaber?
Fontars, yeah.
It's Master Fontar's, so you know.
So I'm open to discovery
So you're open to discovery. All right.
because it's
So
not my lightsaber either.
That's
What
not
would
your
Master?
lightsaber either.
It's red. Plot twist.
Plot
Bum,
twist.
bum,
Let's make it blue, just to keep it
All right.
colorful.
Watery.
So,
Yeah.
so she moves in, and it's both of you. So, but I think she was ready for Jaster because Jaster had displayed the lightsaber on the previous encounter in Jeddah. And so let's see what her attack is. It is reset 1, 2, 3.
You got 2 reds because of my force ability.
So it's it upgrades her attack because normal difficulty is 2 purples, so it upgrades
Right,
that
so-
to 2 red.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So here we go. 3. No setback for her. No advantages either. So here we go. First attack against Jaster.
Yikes. I'm dead.
Triumphant Despair. Okay. So this is. Wait, where's the. Oh. And it did succeed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
did succeed.
Okay. It succeeds with an advantage and a triumph.
And a
But it's
despair.
also a despair. So I think she moves in and she, you lift your lightsaber to defend, but she manages to sort of like spin the saber around and thrust at you, inflicting 7 points of damage. And remember that this bypasses.
I remember.
So,
I remember.
yeah, but I'm sorry.
I remember.
And of course, I'm going to take that as a critical. So let us have Jose roll his own critical damage.
No, that's just mean, man.
That is mean. Yes.
Oh,
I told you
payback
this is going to be
rolls.
the shortest Star Wars session ever. Roll a d100. That's
you go.
87.
Oh!
So
That's
Yeah,
compromise. It increases the difficulty of all skill checks by 1 until the end of the encounter. So you add a purple to your own
All right.
rolls from now on. But it is also a despair. This means that I think it's not a thrust. I think she just spins it around, manages to evade Jaster's lightsaber, and slashes into him, just cutting open his spacesuit, right? And injuring him. But she moves past him, right? Sort of like those samurai movies where they sort of pass each other, which means that I'm going to give some boost dice to whoever goes next to attack her, because her back is to you. So
She's
that's
still
what that
engaged.
despair is going to mean. She might not be. Let's add that too, as a result of that despair. She's out of position. She's out in the open. You can technically shoot at her. So
I would love to do that unless Ill plans on shooting, or Ill.
I really was
now it's-
thinking of like holding the lightsaber and then quick drawing a blast.
Well, it's all
But,
us now, so it doesn't matter what order we
it's
go.
all you. So yeah.
But my recommendation is
take-
don't engage until I shoot.
Yeah.
Go for
Oh,
it.
You go first.
All right. So as soon as I see her go past, immediately I know that's when I can take my shot. So let's do that. It'll be 1 purple plus a setback, right?
Mhm.
Because of fear check.
But instead of 1 purple, that becomes 1 red and 1 purple, because she has adversary too.
Okay.
So
I've got a built-in for accurate. I've got my incidental aim plus my own aim. So that is going to be 3 boost.
oh, and she also gives you 1 extra setback die
Got it.
for her defense. Yeah.
Defense. All right. And then we're going to add add a success and an advantage. Gosh, I feel terrible. But I'm
Oh, you got your own,
Man,
you got your fear setback die too, right?
definitely got that in there. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So
Oh, and 5,000 dice all at once, kids.
all right. So we're going to add a threat and a success to this roll.
Oh,
So
so that success is canceled out, right?
yeah. So three advantage.
So 3 advantage. So you shoot at her, and she, sort of turns around and deflects the multiple bolts, coming from your rifle. As she spins around to face back, again facing towards Jaster and Ill. And she's, it's kind of spiteful, right? How she deflects your bolts and doesn't even bother looking at you. She's focused on the 2 Jedi. Who goes next?
Can I make that? Can I allow her to be super exposed to the next person for 3 boosts?
Of course.
I'll take it because I want to slash at her.
Do it.
Unless you are you gonna shoot Anthony?
Don't shoot Anthony.
Yes. No, I'll engage with the. No, it makes more sense. I'm shooting.
All right, then you
I
shoot.
want to engage with the lightsaber. He's acting on instinct, right? So bang.
So you shoot, and then I'll close if we're alive.
Yeah. I'm going to use one of these. And I'm not acting first in the round, so I feel like depleted somehow. Okay.
Remember that if you're shooting, she's at short range, so it's 1 purple and 1 red difficulty and 1 setback dice.
Right.
Oh, you're the only one who made your fear check, so you're not.
Yeah.
You don't have additional setback. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I don't have the 1, or I don't have.
You do have
That's
1.
one.
You just don't have 2, right?
Cool. And okay. Okay, just double checking because it's been so long since we played.
I know.
Okay, so may the force be with us. Nope.
Boy, oh boy. You succeeded.
So you succeed. That's which is awesome. So you do hit. How much damage would that be?
That's 9.
That is 9 damage. But she is going to take 3 strain. And you can see that she bats that those bolts that you're firing at her, she's deflecting with the lightsaber, much like the practice that you engage in with your master back in Jeddah. She knows what she's doing. And that setback means that one of those bolts is reflected back, that despair. One of the bolts is reflected back, and it shoots the blaster out of your hand.
Oh my God!
That's what the despair means. So
that's pretty despairing.
That's pretty despairing. Yeah. Well, you got 2 blasters, right? You know, it's not that bad.
I have 3 actually.
Oh, there you go. Who's next?
It's me, I guess.
Yes.
Go.
So what's my difficulty? I increased it by 1 purple. You said.
Your difficulty for melee is normally 2 purples, but she upgrades that to 2 reds because of the adversary talent.
So she's got 2 reds, and I got an extra purple because of my crit.
And one setback.
Right.
Plus an extra for your fear. So it's 2 setback to you.
And the crit, I'm confirming that the crit gives me 1 purple. That's what I'm confirming. All right, so let's go. This looks really bad. So let's see.
Oh, that's what we're
There we
about.
go.
I'm wild. I'm free.
Yay!
That's 8 damage. But she's going to use 3 strain and parry that. So it reduces damage by 5. So you were doing 8 damage? Minus 5 is 3. Is that correct?
No, it's 10.
Okay.
No, yeah. So, and then in terms of the triumph, let me check. I'm looking at my handy dandy chart. And triumph.
Crit. You can. What else?
Let's go ahead and crit. Yeah. This, I think it's most effective.
Awesome. So let me reset these dice and add a percentile.
It's a little known fact that you can damage weapon.
I know. I considered that. I considered that, but I would have needed 2 to destroy it.
Nice.
That's
So,
exactly the first thing I looked at.
So it's a 28 crit here, which means discouraging wound. Flip 1 light side point to a dark side destiny point, or reverse. So I will flip mine to you. The balance is yours, and remember you have those points there in case you haven't been using them. You do have the force, right? So so you do hit her and inflict 1 crit.
And 3 points of damage.
And 3 points of damage, and you take those 2 as strain.
All right. Plus, she's taking 6 strain, which is not bad.
Which is not bad.
Same
That's
thing.
correct.
Yeah.
So, Bob, it's up to Bob to save the day.
What about Bob?
God. Yeah, it's up to Bob to save the day. And so Bob's standing like slack-jawed kind of watching, and I believe we still have some Sons of Alderaan with us, don't we?
I think Craig has a couple. That's a good question. What's our status on Sons of Alderaan?
Yeah, because one of them should be dead if we.
Oh yeah, one of mine was dead. I mean, I think I might have had a
Memory
guy
serves, I
there.
only have one left.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's a couple of deaths from the droid.
No, yeah,
Right.
I didn't take any hits, so actually, technically, that slash should have killed the son of Alderaan.
But
I forgot about that.
They're not dumb enough to be in there. They're not dumb enough to be.
Well, I'll take that wound. We'll let the next one take the hits. I can.
All right.
Yeah.
So Bob has how many Sons of Alderaan? Let's do a quick check because this might be important. So Jose has
2.
one. You have 2.
Yeah,
I should have a couple because I can take out 3 and we were doing the ship examining, but it's not
Okay, so let's give you 2 because I remember that a couple died back in the thing, but I could be misremembering that. So it's 2 okay?
No, they definitely did. They definitely did.
Yeah.
Triple did.
So Craig has how many?
I think 2 of my 3 died, so I have 1 left.
Okay, so 1 Craig. Okay, and Ill. How many did Ill have?
At least one of my 2 is gone.
So let's give you 1 as well. All right. So Bob.
Bob looks at the guys that are with him and it's like help him out. And I open up my comm and Mac, fire up the ship. Get everything online now. And
All right.
my intention is to run like hell back for the ship. Maybe do a couple shots in the direction of the combat, but run like hell in the direction of the ship.
Cool. So okay, so
because I'm just there's nothing I can do here right now.
Okay, so you let go a couple of shots, right? And you run to the door, and when you hit the release, right, for the doors to open, the double doors open, and in the passage leading back to the ship, you see the defector, Ariana, is there with a spacesuit on, and she has a drawn holdout blaster. And she sees you and points the gun at you and shoots.
Yes!
Because it is her turn.
Betrayed.
I hate that. I hate that woman.
And after I saved her.
Yeah.
Oh,
well.
And here Bob's thinking the only way to save my friends is to start blowing up holes in Ill's ship. I mean, the ship. To, and shoot the Imperial ship from the side, causing mass destruction. And instead,
all right. Oh, not good.
Okay.
So that is a lot of damage. I'm thinking that one of the Sons of Alderaan gets in the way, right?
It's possible.
It's possible. Well, that's
7
damage. 7 damage and a critical hit, I suppose.
Yeah, there's a good chance.
But it would be stun damage. So you see, it's a blue bolt that is being fired. She's shooting multiple stun bolts at you. So it's either 7 damage and a crit, or Son of Alderaan getting it. Which will it be?
I imagine a Son of Alderaan should be stunned and you can use his triumph for something else.
Out of the action. All right.
One of the guys going, "Stay behind, sir. Where are you going?"
Where are you? That's the guy who gets shot, right?
What?
And
so what are you?
And so we're. There's she got a threat. I'll give her. I'll give her to her in.
It hardly seems fair to use a triumph for a crit against the Son of Alderaan, though. Don't you want to use a triumph for something else? Nefarious? Awful?
Of course. She has a comlink, and it's buzzy, right? It's also filled with static. So it's also you're uncertain as to whether it's working, but she's clearly speaking into it, saying Decimator. Send reinforcements. Send reinforcement. Do you copy? You know, the thing is not. You're not certain if it's working or not. But she may have just called for reinforcement. And we'll give her 1 stress. Let me see.
Nothing good can come of a request for help from a person or a ship or a type of ship referred to as Decimator.
Decimator, right? Yeah.
A tenth of us are in trouble.
Yes. And the other piece of bad news is that it's the Inquisitor's
Second turn.
second turn. She says,
This is where she monologues.
"Fools." Yeah, this is where she says, "Fools, you are." Oh, hang on, that wasn't right. Fools, you're no match for Sister Sarissa's skills. And what is her skill? Let me get it again. So it's so she's going to attack Jaster again because he just attacked her with a lightsaber. But she gets her difficulty increased to 2 reds. Is that correct? Double checking again. All right. So no setback, no nothing. Do you want to flip a light side point to make it 2 reds and a purple? No? Okay.
No, not right now.
So she lunges at you again, and that should hit for...
Why am I not seeing all of a sudden? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that should hit for a total of 7 hits of damage. Do you want to take that, or do you want to give it to Son of Alderaan?
Yeah, what I think happens is she attacks. It's a flurry of attacks, and Jaster's desperately parrying, and one of the Son of Alderaans opens up with his blaster rifle, and she switches, and she turns around and bats them back.
Bats him back, and just he falls down. Yes.
Yeah, and but she
all
gets
the while,
singed, I guess. She gets singed, and that's why she takes the strain, right?
It's a stressful thing, yeah. So, so that's good. As she's fighting you, she just casually bats one aside and takes down a Son of Alderaan. But you seem to be holding your own there. And back to the PCs. Who attacks next?
I'm
Now
going to
she's
step
engaged,
in at this point because she's engaged, so it's not going to matter. So I'll fake her out by incidentally drawing another blaster, which I know will demoralize and horrify her as she sees her imminent death from my unlidded, unblinking eye. But I attack with the blue lightsaber in revenge for the fallen Master Fontaine.
Go for it. Remember that the difficulty is 2 reds and a setback. 2 reds and a black.
Yes. All right. And that's all she wrote. Wow, that's desperate. I'm filled with hope. Here we go. Wow.
You failed 3 times.
Yo.
And that's a threat. So take another strain. Why don't you?
Yeah.
Wait a
I
minute,
should
man.
have
You didn't,
foreseen something as drastic as this.
wait a minute, man. You didn't roll any other dice. You just rolled all your difficulty. Or no,
Just
you did.
2
Never mind.
yellows.
No,
Never mind.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay, never mind.
It feels like it.
It feels
All right, so I'm gonna flip a destiny point so I can upgrade my attack, and I'll attack from the other side as she's parrying Ill's saber.
Awesome. So remember, it's 2 reds, 1 black, plus your black from your fear. So it's
Plus 1 purple from my crit. Yeah, I got it.
and still, against all odds, he succeeds. So,
It's me. It's not Dell. Remember.
Yeah. Ill's
That's how much
skill
damage?
is to like
That's 7 hits.
help
Yeah.
somebody out.
so 7 points. Does she take that? No, she's gonna parry that again.
So that's 5 more stress this
So-
round.
So it's,
3
yeah,
more, and 2
3
for
more.
me.
And she reduces the damage by 5, so she takes 2 points of damage.
Correct.
And you take 3 more stress because the situation is really, really bad. Who is next? So Craig or Bob? So Craig,
Okay,
you
fine.
can
I shoot her. I shoot her. I shoot her. I shoot
Yeah.
that frickin'. I've hated that woman since we picked her up. She's been nothing but trouble. I'm just like,
Do it.
open it up. Like, are you kidding me? I'm ready to like fire. You gotta be kidding me. I knew it. Pew, pew, pew. Just like, you know, in this enraged flurry of rage. What's her difficulty for this horrible woman?
It's close range, short
It
range.
is. So it's just one. Okay. All right.
It's
Good.
one purple. Yeah.
And I'm just double checking my.
Oh wait, no, she does have adversary 1, so it's 1 red. It's the difficulty.
Oh, adversary 1. That just
Is there
just
a
for being
bleating goat
brave.
call of rage?
Yeah, something like that.
Bob
Which
square
sounds
teeth, right?
suspiciously
Our
like his fear. Yeah, suspiciously like his fear sound. It's all the same. Man, I thought I put more into range light. I guess I didn't. No, I kept on putting into piloting. Never mind. It's 2 greens and a yellow. I thought for some reason. And you know, as much as I would like to flip our last light side point to kill this woman, I'm not going to do that because that's, you know, seems like there's other people that need that more than me. But I do have a black for my fear still, and I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. All right, did that go through?
I don't see.
Did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a hit! Yay, with an advantage! Yay! So how much damage is that, Bob?
There's a light pistol has 7.
7 damage. Cool. So you do hit her. So she staggers back, right? But she still has the blaster and races it up again. So she's not out of the fight, but you do hit her. And you have 1 blue.
Can I just throw a black die her way, set back her way from with that advantage?
You can
Yeah.
pass a boost, right? I don't
I
know
think
if
you can pass it next to. You can pass a. Yeah, I think it's two advantages to give her.
Okay, that's
set.
right. All right, yeah, that's
but
right.
with
All
one,
right.
you can give it to Max, who hasn't fired yet.
I'll pass a boost to
This
Max if Max wants to help kill this woman, even though she's mine. But
So Max, a little discomforted by the you know, without even turning our head, deflecting my shot. I now see, you know, Jaster and Ill are on her, and the entire time I'm with my rifle, getting very annoyed that I just can't get a clear shot. Then I hear the squeal of my favorite goat, Kyle friend, and so immediately wing around and see what made that awful noise and see what did it. So I am going to go ahead and pop a shot at her. She has adversary 1. What's the range, do you think, on this Aloy? From where I am,
you got a rifle, and this ship is not that big, so it's short. It's just 1 red difficulty.
It's not a big ship. It's a classy ship.
That's right.
Classy, yeah.
Somebody have an
Don't hurt
objection?
my ship. Yeah.
I'm going to flip if that's all right with everybody.
Yeah.
Or do we want to save that for the Jedis?
They're in a lot of trouble, man.
All right, let's leave that for the Jedis then. All right, so that's going to give me, with my double aim, one being incidental, and then my accurate. So we've got 2 green, 2 yellow, 3 blue. I've got 1 setback because of my fear check, all against 1 red. Wow.
Wow, not good. But
I feel your pain.
Wow.
But it gives you 3 advantages. That's got to be good for something.
Yeah, I will pass 1 boost and then give the trader a setback.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so she's got a black die. Let me put a marker in here so I remember. Cool. So it's her turn, actually. So, you know, Bob is closest. So she's going to attack Bob. Reset. And she's got 2 of these and a green, and I'm going to flip one of my points and give her 3 yellows, versus 1 purple to attack Bob, plus 1 setback from Max. And I think that's it. Here we go, Bob.
Oh, God.
Well, it's a good thing you have 1 Son of Alderaan left, right?
Yikes.
God.
I'm going to assume that Son of Alderaan is just right next to you.
Wow.
Well, I mean, is she stunning or is she going for like full on?
No, she's stunning. She's still set on stun.
Well, here's the mechanical question here. Like, is that enough to stun me completely? I haven't.
Well, it would be 8 damage to your strain, but it armor applies. So it's 8 minus your soak. Yeah, 8 minus your soak, and whatever's left, you take to your strain instead of.
I've got 3 soak.
Yes, sir. So that would be 5 points of strain to you.
You only got.
But she's got a
do you want to
couple
deal
of
with the double
triumphs.
triumph?
The double triumph.
Yeah. There's going to be crits coming in with that. Yeah.
Just doesn't seem very sporting like to have another Son of Alderaan die after all that. We'll probably
smoke him if you got him, because this is like.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let the Son of Alderaan take it this time. But those double triumphs ought to count for something else.
So why don't we do this? I hit you, and you take the strength damage, and the double crits will take out the Son of Alderaan. How about that? Does that make sense?
That sounds good.
Yeah. So you take 5 damage to your strain, and the Son of Alderaan dies. I think that's a good mechanic.
Like that.
We could use, because it doesn't seem fair to like waste everything on the Sons of Alderaan. All right. So she keeps firing. One of the Sons of Alderaan collapses to the floor, and you're hit with this shock to your system. Right? It's like touching a live wire current. Right? So every your whole body just sort of spasms, but you manage to keep it together. But meanwhile, inside the chamber, go ahead.
No, that's it. I'm just
Bob's eyes
thought.
Momentarily on coordinate, right? Each one looks a different direction, but they focus back. But meanwhile, inside the chamber
Of course.
of horrors, let's go for Jaster again, because why not? It's
2 reds on my end.
2 of these, and no setback or anything. Do I flip another?
Well, if you said you're scared of the TPK, then.
This might not be the best time. Okay, I'll have mercy on you. Here we go.
Suicidal tendencies.
And
Well
I
done, Anthony.
Still hit
well
anyway.
Yeah, so.
So.
Another Son of Alderaan falls.
Okay, yeah. So that takes care of Jose's last son.
So next round, I got 1 round left, guys.
No, I think she killed both your Sons of Alderaan.
Right, I got 1 round left. I didn't say 1.
He's the last one to go.
Right.
I'm the next Son of
So
Alderaan.
Il has one, and Max has one. That's all the Sons of Alderaan that are left. And with those 3, she is going to recover a little bit of strain. Yes. All right. And it's back to you guys. So she's spinning. She just whacks one of the Sons of Alderaan who got too close, and just slashes him across the chest, and he just collapses to the floor. No death cry. He just crumbles to the ground.
Go for it, Il.
Okay. Again, I feint with the blaster.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll stick to
Sweet.
my training.
All right. So remember, it's a melee. It's 2 reds, 1 black.
Yes. Yes. Actually, I'm not going to upgrade like that. I'm going to downgrade her. Right. So back down to 1 red and 1 purple. So the Son of Alderaan is advancing with me, menacing. We're circling all the way around her. She can't tell if I'm going to attack with the lightsaber or attack with the blaster. And being acrobatic and lithe, I leap into a roll, looking for an opportunity to attack high, but able to attack low, and we'll see what happens.
And it
Oh,
works.
yes.
So that would be 7 points of damage, right? But
Right.
That would be
so some of that strain and parries your strike. So decrease that damage by 5. We're talking
So
1.
this
One point?
is Master Fontar's lightsaber. So that would be 11.
No, it's just a basic.
Oh.
It's just a basic saber. So
Oh, you're using the Force and Destiny ones.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
it's because so is Jose, right? So so that's 6 points minus 5 is 1 point. So she takes 1 point of damage and parries at the last moment, right? Those 2, I think I'm going to give them to you a strain as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I'll go in from the flank. See if it works again. No. Jesus.
No. And
Take 3 more strain, right?
take 3 more strain. Yeah, she just turns and parries, and she's like a whirling dervish, right? She's all over. She's managing to fight all of you at once. And Il, you have this sense power, right? So you sense this
Not sense.
constant. Okay.
I have the sense.
Well,
I
yeah,
have
it's there you go. So it's bleeding out, right? You're just feeling this torrent of rage mixed with fear, right? So she's aware that she's facing a lot of guys at the same time, but she's channeling that fear into rage, and that's what's making her, be able to do all of this. So the dark side is really strong with her, and we go to who? Bob or Max?
Through the pain, the shock, when my eyes contract back, I'm going to aim as they all snap back. Take careful aim this time. That's just incredible shock, and I'm going to actually. I hate her so much.
That's true. We're forgetting to aim.
I'm flipping our
Use
final
an
light
action
side
to aim.
point.
Yeah.
I'm flipping this light side point, this precious light side point, taking it from the Jedi, because I hate this woman so much, so very much. So here she is. And my difficulty is a red and a black. So yeah, okay, here we go. And all that for a success. But it's success.
That goes through.
So 7. That is 7 damage.
7 points of damage.
As a flurry of blaster bolts head the way towards this traitor's.
So you hit her again. So she staggers back against the bulkhead, right, and sort of collapses against the bulkhead. But she races a blaster back at you. Max, you see this woman stagger and sort of fall against the bulkhead, but she's racing her blaster once more. What do?
Unleash with a double aim.
Oh, okay. That's my cue to upgrade your difficulty. So it's going to be 1 red then. Yeah.
Well, no, she has adversary, right?
Yes. Oh, that's right. So she's a red.
I already rolled, so let me just roll a purple to see what the purple does. So that's going to get rid of 2 advantages. So we're looking at a total of 11 damage, and I am
don't
going to.
It's
Crit.
inserting them in different places.
Oh, okay. It's that huge amount of
2 successes and like 57 advantages, and then below that are 2 threats.
advantages. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 11 damage. I'm going to critter for 3 of those. And that leaves me with 3 more. I'm going to go ahead and recover 2 strain and pass a boost.
Okay, this is getting weird because I'm not even seeing my own rolls. I'm gonna
30. It's 30. Sometimes you have to refresh the
Elsewhere.
screen.
and go back. Oh, there we go. So it's
30.
30, which accounts for a discouraging wound, which is good because that means I get to flip another point for you guys. But you know, she just goes down. She's out of the fight. She collapses to the floor. What were you doing with the rest of the advantage?
So I'm gonna pass a boost, and then I cleared some strain, and I also just yell to Bob, go, 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 go. Now that the coast is clear.
Okay. So this would have been her turn, but she's dead. So we go back to Sister Sarissa, who is going
She
to
should take a
attack.
rest this turn.
Yeah,
She needs a breather, right?
She should taunt us or something.
exactly.
Something effective like that. That is against 2 reds. Oh, wait, I got excited there and put an extra yellow die. That's not good.
So I'm guessing she's attacking me again.
Of course. And you see now that she ignites the second blade on the
Now
thing.
you're in for it.
So now it's like a double bladed saber, and it sort of starts to spin like a machine, right? Like a fan. So she moves it, and sometimes it's you see the saber, and sometimes it's like a blur, like a whole death wheel of
Are you telling me that
energy.
Are you telling me that I should flip one of those points to increase her difficulty? Is that what you're saying?
Might not be a bad idea, but
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Because the force is on our side. She's the villain.
So this gives her an extra purple. And
Right.
What else should I do here? Jose has no. It's only Il who has 1 Son of Alderaan, so that's too bad for Jose. Let's see what happens. Here we go. And that's a hit. So that is 7 points of damage.
All right.
To Jaster, and it bypasses armor.
And just to make sure, when it bypasses, it's not just armor. It bypasses the soak from body as well.
Soak, exactly. It's just
It
take
bypasses
7
soak.
wounds. Yeah.
Yeah, it bypasses soak.
Take 7 wounds is what that means.
Yeah.
How are
But
you
it's a
doing
clean
on
wound.
wounds?
I got a couple of points left.
And it's cauterized.
Like
right? So,
like literally. My language is precise. I have literally a couple
of points left. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So so she she attacks you with that and slashes your chest again. So this glowing wound over your chest. Yeah. So who goes next?
Instant karma. Why
Instant
not?
karma.
As Anthony loses his monetization.
Monetization.
I
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
have a
hang
monetized
on.
channel.
You're moving too fast, man. I'm gonna upgrade your difficulty.
Oh, come on. Come on. So this disregard the purple.
Just roll
Yeah.
1 red. And
Yeah,
we'll,
disregard the purple and we'll roll
disregard
one.
that threat. Yeah.
There.
Yay.
Nothing. There you go.
No,
So
not
it's
only
even better,
nothing.
'cause I think-
Not only nothing. I got two boosts. So she gets She actually gets 9 hits and 2 crits.
9 hits and
Yes.
2 crits. Hang on, let me see what I can do. I will use 3 strain to parry that. So instead of 9 wounds, she takes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what did we say?
2 crits.
2 crits, right?
So one,
All
you have to
right.
roll 1 at plus 10 and 1 at plus 20.
One goes.
She's already have.
Exactly. So let's roll it one at a time. Hang on. It's a 3. Just ignore the rest of the thing.
13.
So she rolls a 3 plus 10 is 13. Which is... Here's my table here. Sudden jolt. Target drops whatever is in hand.
There we go.
Isn't that... So her saber just drives the saber from her hand.
Yes.
And the second one is plus 20.
Yeah.
So
There we go.
90.
Now we're getting
90
interesting
is
numbers.
compromised. Increase difficulty of all skill checks by 1. All right. Let me put it. Increase difficulty by 1.
Yeah.
So she has 3 critical hits on her.
And a
And
saber in her hand. So she cannot parry Ill's attack.
so she's not doing that
Yes.
parry stuff, right? So I guess it's Ill's turn, right?
I hope so. And it'd be nice if
But
the
before
violence
you do anything, I'm gonna
in him was
upgrade your difficulty. Just let's get that out of the way because it seems to be causing some distress.
okay.
So it should be, by my count, 2 reds, 1 black, and 1 purple. Should be your difficulty.
2 reds, 1 black, and 1 purple.
Yes.
Oh, nasty. Well,
Well, you have some destiny there.
yeah. I'm gonna shoot her.
She has no way to bat it out. Yeah.
Shoot.
I guess I'll
Shoot
Yeah.
the glass.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Miss.
Oh.
Oh no. What do you want to do with those 2 advantages?
I'm gonna take some strain away because I'm getting really angry. I've done everything that my dreams have told me to do. It led me to this ship, and this. So I'm the rage is beginning to take hold. So I'm circling a little bit farther away.
So,
Now the good
so
thing
you
is
shoot
that-
her, right? And she like backflips out of the way, right?
Yeah.
and the thing
She
is
has
that,
no saber, but she's still moving. Yeah.
and now Craig can shoot her without her being able to parry, which is beautiful.
Exactly. So I see. Yeah, what gets my attention as I turn my attention back after shooting the traitorous traitor who traded us, turn and aim back and see the lightsaber get knocked out. Oh, you're on, Jose. You're on mute.
Oh,
You're mute,
you see the
Jose.
you see the freaking rookie knock the lightsaber from her.
That's right. So I am gonna flip.
Okay, I'm going to flick back just to make
All
things a
right.
little bit difficult for
So
you.
it's gonna give me 2
So
red.
your difficulty is going to be 2 red and 1 black.
Right. Plus a back. I'm still have my setback from
Mhm.
the fear check.
Plus your son or sons.
Yep. So it gives me an extra
You do have
boost.
1. Yeah.
All right. It's gonna be a lot of dice.
Boom! Oh, whoa!
So
That's
without-
like 72 points of damage.
The
Yeah.
parry. We're looking at 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
4, 5, 6, 7. We're looking at 16 damage.
16 damage. Okay, so you see her reach out with her hand, right? And the saber sort of rattles on the floor and it jumps up towards her waiting hand. Oops. But before, it reaches, just as it reaches her hand, she doesn't have time to ignite it when you cut her down with a flurry of bolts. And so she falls down. Let me see what.
Gentlemen,
she
my
does take a
endorphins
crit.
are soaring.
Reset. Roll 1. 66 plus 30 is 96. Crippled. Ooh. One of the target's limbs is crippled because she's dead. Let's just kill her, right?
Her head.
So
She's dead and crippled.
She cripples her head and crippled. Yeah.
Max,
Yeah, she
Max is going to channel his inner Gimli and just put up 2.
That's 2. And as you are breathing a sigh of relief that this woman is gone, blaster bolts emerge from the far side corridor where she emerged because that call to the decimator for reinforcement got through.
Of course,
so our
it did.
Stormtroopers. Well, it was critical. It was a triumph, right? It's like,
Don't let them shoot my ship.
let that pass. And so our Stormtroopers shooting from the back of the hall, but it's Bob's turn.
Which hall? Are we talking about the hall that where our ship is, or where she came out of?
No, the one in the back. Yeah, the other one across the hall. So let's say medium range for Bob, because Bob is in the.
Okay. But if I'm still trying to get to my ship, they're not my way, or they are.
They are not.
No, they're not.
But I won't leave my friends here now like this. I think that things have changed. So spin around and, yeah, they're shooting at us. This is terrible. So and I was running. I was starting to run that way to my ship because Max saying go go go. I see the other stuff. So I just look at the crumpled form of the traitor, and I just take a shot right at the core, just this disdainful bam, and then I turn around and just start blasting at the Stormtroopers now as best I can. But then I kind of sort of making sure she's really dead. Okay, cool.
So it's medium range to you.
Medium range, so 2 purples.
2 purples.
Okay.
Yes.
And alrighty. And I am flipping a point, and I am.
Lloyd just rolled order 66.
Yeah, he did. But I'm not in because I'm taking that.
You hear Max say, "Soldiers follow orders."
I'm taking that maneuver to shoot the corpse of that orbital traitor. So I just pop her and then just turn around and start with a flurry of bolts. What happened? Everything got reset. Flurry of blaster bolts. I don't understand here what just happened. I was must have hit the reset button here. Technology, kids. All right.
Just the Emperor's looming over your shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. All right, just a little threat. But a success is 7.
But yeah,
7 damage their way.
So it's 7 damage. All right, so they take some of that damage, and that threat. What do I want? More stress. This is stressful. So Bob takes another stress.
Yeah, pretty strange.
And so we go back to the top of the round, and it's the Stormtroopers who are going to shoot. So let me see. I should do this fairly. There's there's a bunch of people in this room.
Oh,
so
10 strength.
Let's see.
That's great.
1, 2 is Craig. 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a 1. So they see the heavily armed Max with his blaster rifle, and they decide that he's the bigger threat. So they are going to fire at you, but they're in close range, from you. So it's 1 purple difficulty to them, and I think that's it. Just 1 purple. Do I want to flip to give myself an extra point? Nah, I think I'm good. Here we go, Craig. Oh, I'm guessing there's the last son of Alderaan is going to take that.
Yep.
Yep, he is.
So,
only
dear.
ill has a
Oh,
son
dear,
of
wow.
Alderaan left. And
That's why I keep
so
missing.
he
I've been
just,
so worried about protecting him.
Let's see.
yeah.
What's the Triumph's going to do?
The Triumph. Okay, so the son of Alderaan goes down, right, in the barrage, and then they sort of take up positions against the threshold of the compartment, right? And that allows for a second squad to come in and take up positions beside them. And that moves it to you guys' turn.
How many are in each squad?
4 in each
8
squad.
stormtroopers. Okay.
But you know, they're nice stormtroopers. They're wearing white. Okay.
So who goes next?
Shall Max do what Max does?
Why don't I try and set you up
That sounds wonderful.
as we do? It's not going to work so well because we're not going first. But
Yep.
I'd rather get my my pain and disappointment out of the way early in the turn.
Yeah, your failure with 3 advantages.
It's the sad state of affairs that this is what it's gotten to. So it's close range. So there's 2 squads. There's one in the open, and there's one with cover. Right. The one, no matter which one you use, I'm going to upgrade your difficulty by 1. So instead of 1 purple, it's 1 red.
It's just mean. But all right.
Yes.
And I will also upgrade and hoping to get some advantages because I have firing multiple times. Blaster in each hand.
Nice. There we go.
I did not get
There you
enough
go.
advantages, however, so I just hit once for 9.
9 points of damage. All right.
So I'm firing shots down the corridor and blasting off of armor. And
And one of the troopers collapses. So there is that. Who's next?
I'm going to follow
that's
through.
Boost on.
Beautiful. I will pick up that boost.
The boost.
Swing the gun around after taking out our Inquisitor.
Blaster.
Seeing
Blaster.
Ill unload. I will join him in the hail of fire.
There we go.
And we're looking at, let's do 13 damage with a crit.
13 damage with a crit. Excellent. So
But those front guys are all kneeling down, right? So it's like the blaster bolts are blinding them and obscuring them, and so you can follow on.
This barrage of fire takes out the other 3 troopers in that squad, so they're all down. There's only one squad squatting right at the threshold of the door, and the others are dead. The others that came into the room are dead. Who's next? Jaster or Bob?
Well, I'll take the next turn because mine's gonna be easy. Like, he's afraid because he's in pain and hurt, and he wants nothing more than to wade into these stormtroopers. But he's got a duty to keep his people alive, and he can't do it if he dies. So, what I'm gonna is I'm gonna move for the cover of the hall, where Bob is, and I'm gonna hit myself with a stim pack.
Awesome. That gives you 5 wounds back, I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
Excellent. And so it's Bob's turn.
All right. So are we still in medium range for these guys?
Yeah, but you could move forward, right, and go into short range if you go back towards the room because you're way out in the hall, right?
Yeah, but they're.
So if you run back,
I'm at medium range too, though, right?
that
Yeah.
is your.
So Bob's no fool. And Bob's pretty straight. I was doing the math. I've got 10 strain out of an 11 threshold. So I'm like,
Nobody's fool.
Bob's
Nobody-
pretty freaked out by this whole thing. I'm still taking. I think we're
Bob's
still
no
taking.
fool.
Yeah, still think we're still taking the black setback die for fear, or is that okay? So
Yeah, that's the hold. That last
yep,
hold.
okay, that's right. But I am aiming.
You're
Bob-
aiming,
Bob-
and I'm going to make it more difficult for you by flipping a point. So now it's 1 red, 1 purple difficulty.
Okay. But Bob really wants to kill these men. So no, Bob's going to flip one back. How about that? But Bob just about had it with Imperials.
Bob
and
is
everything
aggressive tonight. I like
Bob
this.
is just like,
This is what
Feeling
happens
his
when
oats.
Bob gets rattled. Yeah, when he's rattled.
I've had enough of this crap.
He's like, where's my regular issue disruptor?
Okay, and he's really mad apparently. So that's
Yeah.
9. That's 9 and a threat though. And so I take do I take an 11? Am I up to 11
Another
strain?
stress.
So that's 11. That's so
so-
remind me because I have never gotten this part of strain. So like at this point, I'll appeal to authority.
Incapacitated, I believe.
It's
is it a
entirely
0
possible
or
you may pass out.
it?
It's a good thing I have a medic right next to me.
Yeah. Let's double check that because he's exactly at the threshold. Do you have to exceed threshold? I believe you have to exceed it, but I could be
You have to
wrong.
exceed. Yeah.
Right. So if it's right there, he's still able to act. You know, the things come to effect if you lose 1 more point. So,
All
so
right.
everyone acted, right? It's
Yeah.
back to the top of the round,
Right.
and it's them last group of stormtroopers who have identified the biggest threat in this situation, which is
Up.
Max. So
I'm going to call for a morale check. They just watched their entire squad get wiped out by me.
Bob's clearly the biggest threat.
fearless
I'm just
stormtroopers.
glad things are back to normal and Craig's drawing the fire. It was rattling to be the.
You missed me.
Yeah, I missed you, man.
And he's
Bob's clearly
gonna.
the
I
biggest
flip,
threat.
and I'm gonna flip Destiny Point to make this attack even more intense. So, are
he
you
hates
gonna
us.
upgrade my difficulty, Craig? Because right now it's a single purple to hit you. You're not upgrading? Yes. All right. So here we go. Max. Oh, they missed Max. Somehow. So those 3 mean that they fortify their positions, right? So they're undercover. That's what I'm gonna give you an extra setback for the. So they already in cover. So I'm going to give you next guy who fires at them is going to get an extra setback. That's what we're going to do. So who
Same
goes
thing.
next? Yeah.
I'll go.
Set me up, Bill.
So you have 1 extra setback for. It's actually 2. 1 for cover and 1 for the 3 advantages that they had here.
Or the fear. Oh no, you passed the fear check. You're good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And you're at short range, so that should be 1 purple. But let's upgrade that because why not? So it's 1 red difficulty.
And back at you.
Back at you. That's what they're there for, guys. Use them.
Okay, so I'm coordinating with the Son of Alderaan, right? We're running from one side of the room, you know, through all this rotted Ithorian vegetation, you know, firing all the way across. But I'm trailing just behind the Son of Alderaan, waiting for the flinch response from the stormtroopers, and that worked out for me.
Yes.
So
There
both guns. So 10 twice.
Whoa, 10 twice?
Yep.
So Okay, and you don't have enough for a crit, do you?
No,
I
he
could have done a
used
crit
those.
instead, but
Oh, but yeah,
I'm
10
doing
twice
is good.
sounds good. So you take out 2 of the stormtroopers. There's 1 wounded stormtrooper and 1 fresh stormtrooper left. So it's
And these are precision shots. The armor will be useful later.
mhm. And so it's up to whoever goes next.
Correct.
Max?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So they got 1 black die. Oh, there we go. Is that you? That's a
Me.
bunch of advantages.
Yep.
Uh,
I'm good on strain, so I'd like to,
pass the
pass-
advantage on.
pass 1 to Jaster and pass 1 to Bob.
Awesome.
And then I'll clear out my last strain with that last one, so I'm back at 0 strain. Cool as a cucumber, baby.
All right. I guess Jaster, because Bob seems to be gone for a second.
What was? Oh, he's there. Let him shoot first.
Bob, do you want to shoot?
Do I want to shoot?
Of course you want to shoot.
Sure. I want to shoot somebody.
And Bob, I passed you a boost, Bob.
But
saw
I
that.
am.
I saw that. I saw that.
I will upgrade Bob's difficulty to 1 red, 1 purple. Plus 1 black because they're taking cover.
Okay. All right. Hold on now here.
1 purple, 1 red, and 1 black.
Oh yeah. 1 purple, 1 red, 1 black. So okay, and that's 2 blacks because I'm already freaked out. I'm going to flip a point. I'm going to flip a point of from the Destiny pool because I really hate these guys. I'm just freaking out, and in my head, what's happening is like Bob keeps making these sounds, and it's like the grand version of Ruby Rod in the when he's panicking. Yeah, but just he's just. I mean, at this point where he's just losing his crap.
Jasper kind of looks at him like, "What the hell?"
It is the way of his people.
Yeah, exactly. He's just really at his wit's end.
He needs like a nice salad or something.
So 1 red, 1
Really
purple, 2
feeling
black.
his oats this morning.
Oh, that's right. 2 boost because I'm aiming too. Okay, so good. And let's go.
Oh, that's good news and bad news, right?
I'm hoping. I'm like, let me tell you something. Out of game for a second. I'm rolling a yellow die. I'm just like hoping for any advantages, anything to like heal some strain. But no.
That's
So
not
Bob
what
does
you
9 damage
get.
to these
9 points of
stormtroopers,
damage.
and God only knows what the five thing. But like, yeah.
So you kill one of the stormtroopers.
You're incapacitated. You're not. You're likely unconscious.
You
I
wound
know
the
that.
second.
No, but he
wound
doesn't
the
have to.
second stormtrooper. The last stormtrooper that's remaining is just wounded, right? And I think the strain, the firebolts coming back.
He can be dazed and staggered. He doesn't have to be unconscious. He
yeah,
can be
the
incapacitated. Yeah.
the shock to your nervous system from the stun bolt previously just has you just collapse back.
I'm picturing too like the gun is jammed or like needs another pack insert, and I'm just like keep clicking the button, and it's just clicking and clicking. Nothing's actually happening. So I'm just gonna click.
All right, so let me see if I can do something with that.
Hey. Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, you're still on. You're still
on
damaging
this threat, yeah, because
Oh.
did I give all that threat to? Well, one threat takes care of Bob.
Yeah,
and
you
then
got
I got
4
some
more. Yeah.
leftover threat. So
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff they can do.
think I'm going to use it as setback dice for you guys. That's what I'm going to do.
What?
So
Yeah, because you're so concerned about that.
So that's the last. That was the last of this round. So the top of the round is the stormtroopers.
I haven't acted.
Oh, you haven't acted? Well, go for it.
Um.
It's just 1 guy wounded.
Well, what's the difficulty to shoot?
It's 1 purple and 1 black because they got cover. And if I upgrade that, that would be 1 red, 1 black. Oh, but I got some. I can give you an extra black from all the threat that they got.
Okay, so I'll flip one of these to.
Mm-hmm. So
right.
1 red and 2 black.
1 red and 2 black plus my.
Plus all your accumulated baggage.
Yeah. So let's see.
Oh!
Nice.
Awesome.
Medic.
So that completely blows the last trooper.
Yeah, I mean, Jester looks at Mag. That he's kind of like Bob. That he's kind of like bleeding and trying to reload his blaster, and he goes, "Geez," just kind of like Indiana Jones, like draws his blaster and shoots the guy.
Very nice.
And it looks like it's not a TPK. That means my opponents are way too easy. I need to, make him stronger for next
It is
time.
a TPK. It's just not a TPK
On
for
the other
this side of the.
Well,
TNPCK.
let me tell you something. Any harder than this, and I would have needed to take some heart pills. So take it easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that fulfills then the purpose of the whole encounter, right? Make it exciting.
Oh,
So
Pucker factory.
We'll take her lightsaber because we might need it for parts when we're finally able to build our own.
sure.
Right. Because clearly, as soon as she ignited the second side, she died. So that kind of hubris and that kind of mechanical doodads, they're just death. So we've learned our lesson vicariously through her failure.
No, I have to say that this was a case where the dice were really cinematic because we kept macing and failing and horrible, and all of a sudden, boom!
Has to be the most despairs and triumphs we've seen yet in one combat.
2 health points left.
Wow.
When Jester did that, he was like cut to pieces.
I was 2 points of strain away from passing up.
I'll imagine that there was the voice of our friend Ansari Sarway. Trust in the Force.
Yeah. Meantime, Bob is something like he's just freaking out.
I'll go help Bob. As you know.
That's Bob.
So,
that was a real challenge, and
Yeah, that was awful.
so everything is peaceful, as for a moment there, right as the smoke sort of clears from all the blasters, from all the blaster bolts flying around, and you realize that everybody's down.
those stormtroopers had to come from somewhere.
We gotta get out of here. Let me see if I can help our friend Bob.
We can't leave my ship.
And there's the stone plinth too in the middle, right?
Yeah, that's right. I still gotta manipulate it with the Force to get that thing out.
And so, I don't think there's any need to make your roll further for that. You reach out with the Force, right, as the rest of the crew takes care of the wounded, right? And you move. You realize that the pieces inside the plinth are tumblers, like for a lock, right? And so you move them until they fall into place, and a compartment pops open inside the plinth and reveals a polyhedral shaped structure.
Nice.
Resembling, I have one here. Resembling a
D12.
A D12.
A
Yes,
dodecahedron,
there it is.
yes.
So, and you recognize this as a holocron.
Yes.
A little bit more manipulation with the Force twists the corners so that it sort of flies apart and the holographic figure of an Ithorian dressed in Jedi robes manifests before you and says, "Greetings, Jedi. I am Master Fontar. You have found my holocron. The teachings of the Jedi are contained within, so that they may be passed on to future generations."
What's that? So panicking, looking at that.
Sir, I think I'm back. Static.
The ship. You turn the ship on, right? The ship's on, right?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir,
It's on.
Imperial ship docked to the back of the. Get back to the ship, sir.
You're a genius. You're a genius. Imperial ship. This guy's an idiot.
What kind of ship?
Let me see.
I'm gonna.
It's one TIE fighter.
Thomas the
All
TIE
8
fighter.
Stormtroopers came out of it.
Oh no, no, Thomas, please.
Designator class.
Oh,
VT-49.
I think that we're about to lose Il's ship.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just kind of start to walk slowly in a daze back to my ship.
Okay, and the ship rocks from the impact of another solar flare. Right?
Oh, also, I'm gonna, before we leave, we should take, see if our fallen friend has any sort of data pad or anything that might identify some of her bosses or something.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything else on her.
Just the
You know
photo.
that what she had was the data tapes, right, that she took from Biblos, and those are back in the ship because those are
Okay.
big and bulky, right? So
Okay.
that's what you're.
let's escape. We'll come back
Yep.
to my ship later.
Later.
That's wise, my friend.
That's what Buzz like your ship.
My ship. And so you make it back to the front of the ship and the airlock, and I don't remember if there were any more Sons of Alderaan left inside, but they've all been stunned, right? There is the remains of not the remains, I guess it's the inactive part of a recently discharged stun grenade, right? Which took them out, and Mac is waiting for you. Sir, the static is too much. The woman, she attacked the Sons of Alderaan and briefly incapacitated me, but I have managed to restore functionality. A Decimator class VT-49 ship is docked to the back of the sanctuary. Are you all right, sir?
I'm fine. How long has it been there?
It arrived not long after you left to explore the ship.
Thank you so much for the warning.
I'll
But
start
no
plotting to
other
jump
ones.
to hyperspace.
No other ones have shown up since then.
Negative, sir. Wait, I'm reading the ship is undocking from the back of the ship. It's firing weapons.
Oh no. Okay. No. Okay. At this point, where am I at with strain? Like, how fast do those heal? I mean, do I have like?
That's an awesome
Got a stim
question.
pack,
I
didn't you?
do believe.
Oh, I got stim packed by.
Yeah, we can still
Okay.
pack you.
Okay.
But
how
I
many of
believe
those?
that you also roll cool or.
Yep.
Is it cool or? I forget which one is it that you check after discipline or cool check.
That's right. I gotta roll one of them too.
Each success will restore one strain.
And this is when being stim packed, or is this just
No, just regular after
discipline.
combat.
regular? Okay, after
Yeah.
combat. Okay,
Yeah,
I got you. Cool.
Stim packs only give you wound.
That's
per
right.
credit.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought.
So
I was
what you
confused
need
for
is
a
to do a
second.
simple cool check.
Good. Well, that is very cool.
All right.
Because. Bonk.
There you go.
2
So that's
successes.
2. Yeah.
So I'm operating. Yeah, I'm operating now. I'm back to 10 strain, and one little thing will put me over the edge. That's cool. So, all right, let's get out of here. Let's go. You got a course? We've got some kind of course.
Okay, so
kind of power weapons.
So here's the deal. You need to plug in a course, right? And you also need to avoid like all the asteroids flying around. And there's a ship coming up behind you. So what you need to do is somebody needs to plot a course and somebody needs to pilot you the hell out of these asteroids so that you can actually engage the hyperdrive.
I don't know how to do any of those things. So.
I can plot the course while co-piloting.
Well, and our little astro droid, can you help
that's
him?
right. We got an astromech. That's right.
So
give him...
the astromech will give you a boost die. Is what he's going to do.
Okay.
So
Okay,
here's what we can do. You know, you need to tell me how fast you're planning on flying the ship out of here. The faster you go, the less number of checks you have to make, but the harder it's going to be. The slower you go, the more checks you're going to make, but the easier those checks are going to be. So it's up to you.
Fast, because they're powering weapons.
So you got a choice of speed 1 to 3, right?
We're going 3. We're going 3.
We're going 3. All right. So that means that 2 checks. So your difficulty for your piloting checks is going to be 2 reds, 1 purple, plus 2 setback dice from the debris and the asteroids. Right?
Which, as a very skilled jockey, will not bother me.
Yes. And meanwhile, Ill needs to make an astrogation check against 2 purple difficulty.
Ouch. Okay. And I fail.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I do, however, get 2 advantages, so I'm going to feel pretty good about my failing.
Okay. So, let's have that first piloting check.
All right, and I'm going to flip a point. I'm going to flip a point on this piloting check to give myself an additional green die because my piloting normally is 3 yellows. So we're going to go all out here.
Oops.
Good God.
Not
Don't tell me I
good.
passed out in the chair. Well, no, I get myself back
No,
to
it's an
11.
advantage. It's an advantage.
Oh,
So
so
actually,
thank God. I
heal.
saw the symbol and I panicked.
you better heal that strain, right?
I'm going to heal another strain, yeah, despite the fact that, so I'm up to 9 strain. Even though I've just hit something or God knows what I've done.
Yeah, so you accelerate, right? And so for a moment there, you think you have it under control, but there's actually an asteroid in your path. And so you have one last chance to knock this thing out of the way, either with a gunnery check or a last minute. Well, that's about it. A gunnery check. You got to shoot it out of the sky because otherwise it's going to crash into you.
I'll shoot it.
So.
I will shoot it.
Difficulty
And
2.
2 purples?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm feeling really confident. I was like, oh, crap. Bam. Bam.
Yeah, there you go. So you managed to avoid the asteroid. You shoot it out of the way at the last second. And the decimator is coming up behind you. Let's see how their pilot does. Not good at all. So
He got my dice.
So he takes a collision. Somebody roll a percentile die there, just to see what collision they take from the asteroid.
74.
74. It's a good roll. Power fluctuations. Pilot cannot voluntarily inflict system strain until this critical hit is repaired. So,
I'm thinking like, this thing's coming right towards us. I whack it just with a gun and it deflects it right off course. So like he's behind us and boom, here comes this thing you didn't even see. It's rolling over the top of my ship.
All right. So do another piloting check and another astrogation check.
Yes.
And I'm going to roll the pilots.
Once again, piloting is what? It's 2 reds and a purple.
It's 2 reds and a purple plus 2 setback dice, which you manage to.
Yeah, which I don't.
I'm extremely successful in figuring out
Awesome.
force
Okay.
this time.
And am I going to flip another point for good piloting check? Okay, I'll flip it. Oh, come on. Just because you want to live?
After all of that,
I am biased.
Right,
if we have to leave my ship behind, we have to live.
And so this is successful, but it gives you another point of strain.
That's okay, because I healed one before. You know, they didn't really count. So I'm back. Yeah. So Bob, just really
back on the edge. Bob is on the edge of ill
confidence.
Good thing we have a co-pilot.
And so you have cleared the asteroid and debris field, but the computer is taking a little bit to process the astrogation data, so you can go to hyperspace in 4 rounds. Okay?
Come on.
So
whacking the astromech droid. Come on, what's taking so long? Bap.
The decimator behind you manages to clear the asteroid field without further collisions and is powering up guns. So
Top or bottom, Max?
Let's roll some
top.
initiative here.
Okay. So Ill will take on the bottom guns from the co-pilot's position, unless Jaster's feeling feisty.
No, I'll do the discipline thing.
So there's my initiative, two advantage.
That's good, because there's only 5. The Destiny pool is all dark side points. But hey,
There you go, Bob.
yeah.
Jaster, look at you guys.
Now, of course, if Bob passes out in the driver's seat, at that point, let's see, we've got Jaster and Mac to fly the ship, so it'll be fine. The droid will do fine.
So hang on, I think Ivan accidentally flipped a destiny there, or was that on purpose?
I don't know. Yeah, it's probably.
Did you use it?
Fault. No. You used the Black Destiny just now, didn't you?
No, I thought you hit it incorrectly.
No, it says that you did it.
Right, he's trying to correct it.
It was before, right? Because it was
all
all black.
We should all be black. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Should have no light side.
There we go.
We got no light.
That's really bad for you. But fortunately, you guys have 3 PC slots, 1 NPC, and 1 PC. So
right,
3.
Mine is actually 2 successes.
No, it's fine. You just
guys, let me go first to see if I can give you some fire discipline.
Love it.
You go right ahead, man.
Go for it.
All right.
Whoa.
Lovely.
That means, looking at this chart, okay, each 2 extra give us another bonus. So we got a total of 3 boosts to people firing.
Cool.
You're my best friend.
Yep.
I take 2 strain because it's hard for me. I'm still wounded, and I'm looking at all the schematics, and they don't make much sense to me.
Yeah, there's readouts, right? And so there's static, and there's debris, and so getting a lock on the ship.
This ship looks really big.
Yeah, it's nasty. I'll fire, then you fire?
Yeah.
So it's a total of 3 boosts you guys can pick up, but each of you has to take 1. They can't all go to one guy.
Yep.
Yeah. So difficulty is what? 2 purples?
Yeah.
Or is it 1? Because no, it's 2. It's 2 purples. I seem to remember.
Fire discipline, guys. Fire at the big ship behind us.
And this thing has 2 shields, so it takes 2 setback dice. So it's 2 purples, 2 blacks is the difficulty. And let's use some of this. Why not? So make it 1 red, 1 purple, and 2 blacks.
Well, let's hope I can get some advantages. Oh, I hit.
How about
Look
a
at that.
success? Look at you.
Yeah. So how much damage is that?
These are, what, quad turbo lasers?
I forgot who has the stats for the ship. Do you have stats for the ship, Andy? I'll look
I
them
thought
up.
it was.
I believe I do. Let's see. It's been a while, so I'm not sure. Wait. Oh, no, wait. That's the
I
wrong
think I
ship.
got it here. Yeah, I got it here. So it's damage 6, critical 3.
Okay.
And
So
it's
then
got
I do-
linked 1. So if you get 2, you can.
I didn't.
If you get 2 advantages, you can.
Yep.
So 7 hits. Minus armor. Those blasts rake the surface of the enemy ship, but don't quite take her out.
That huge front port window, right? With its mandibles coming up around it.
That's
Yeah.
the decimator. I think I may have a screenshot of it. Here we go. Let me see if I can share.
Okay.
Here we go. Share content. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And that's the ship following you.
Right.
Decimator class. So, who's up? Craig?
Yeah, so I'm going to get
Max.
a boost from the fire discipline.
Yeah. I'm going
I
to flip
will-
another point to upgrade your difficulty. So again, it's
Gotcha.
1 red, 1 purple, and 2 blacks.
2 blacks. I put on the little headset, and the grid comes up on my little HUD display as the chair starts to swing. Following the successful, I see where Ill's bolts went and where they hit. So that's going to help me focus a little bit more, but not enough.
Oh.
All right. So you got 2 advantages. What do you want to do with those?
I'd like to pass 2 boosts to the next actor.
Awesome. Okay. So it is their turn to attack. I believe. Their difficulty is, let's reset here. It's gunnery check. 1 yellow, 2 green, 2 purple, and 1 blue. Would you like to upgrade that difficulty with a destiny point? Make it
I
1
think
red, 1 purple.
I think that'd be a great idea. Yes, yeah.
All right, so flip a point there.
Flip a point back, yes. Please.
And here we go. Poe. But that's not a hit, is it?
It is not a
It's
success.
not.
It is not.
Not a hit. It's just the triumph effect.
So I think what we're going to do is have it's shooting at you. So you guys are twisting the ship, right, to stay ahead of it. And you had just cleared the asteroid field. But with all this evasive maneuvers, you find yourself headed straight to an asteroid in front of you. So it's going to have, since it's Bob's turn anyway, he's going to have to do some fancy piloting to evade the asteroid right in front of you.
Oh, yeah, this is awesome.
So give me a piloting check with a difficulty of 2 reds, 1 purple, and 2 blacks, which you can evade because you're awesome.
The jump
And
point
I'm
for our
gonna-
course is that way. Why are
That
you going
way.
back into the asteroids?
And I'm going to upgrade that difficulty. So make it 3 reds then. 3 reds and 2 blacks.
All right, fine. 3 reds. And yeah, I'm going to. Will I upgrade it back?
That should have been Max's line, Anthony. Bob, where are you going?
Turn the ship
I,
around.
Max is rubbing off on me.
I will. I was like, so you're doing these evasive maneuvers, zipping around, and I'm realizing, like, whoa, wait a minute, Ellie, pulling it back up,
And you get 2 boosts for me, Bob.
And I got a couple boosts, which is good. Holy mackerel! Come on, just pulling up at the last second, recovering a point of strain because I'm feeling I'm so awesome, like woohoo! Just like almost hitting the asteroid, just flying alongside it, like as it's rolling and tumbling as they do in the Star Wars universe. And I was thinking, yoo-hoo! Yeah, I like that. That's it, baby. So Bob's getting a little cocky.
So Bob is feeling good, and that was 1 round. Okay, so you got 3 more rounds before you can jump to hyperspace, and
right.
it is back to the top of the round.
Let's do some battlefield analysis here.
And let's be clear too. When Bob flips on that asteroid, he lets out this cry that sounds like the grand version of Slim Pickens. Riding that bomb down. Saying, woo! He's feeling his oats, like he's back doing something he knows how to do.
Okay,
Jaster, what'd you learn?
I take 1 more strain and I speak out some solutions and some numbers. Each of you gets a boost.
Nice.
1 boost for each.
Who goes first?
Jaster's sweating bullets as he's looking at the
Stick
computer.
with tradition.
Yeah, stick with tradition. Let me flip another point to make it more difficult for you.
I'm just so happy that one of my Jedi skills is useful in the ship because I was like completely useless.
So it's 1 red and 1 purple and 2 black difficulty to hit these guys.
Take that, Bastilla.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay. And here we go. I will pass those on to Max. Tradition.
So you're shooting at them.
This
So
tradition.
you're shooting on the top side, and so they move down to the lower quarter of the ship, and that's where Max is ready to fire.
3 boost.
I
dice,
missed
man.
because of the scream, right? The woo!
Blood curdling. All right, so Max is going to take the boost from Jaster.
Huh?
Going to take. I got you.
Well, again, it's 1 red, 1 purple, 2 blacks because I'm flipped.
He's going to aim. He's also going to take 2 strain to aim again. He's going to take the 2 boosts from Ill. Again, using his shots as tracers.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. You don't
It's
see
like
that
17 advantage. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 advantages, but no dice. So
No dice.
you can pass those around at least. You can give them a penalty, a setback, right, to attack you. And
So the question is, can I give him 4 setbacks?
sure, why not? Let's do that. And so
Dina.
Just an
That's-
absolute curtain of blaster
of fire.
fire coming out from me. That
So they are firing at you with a 1 yellow. I'm going to flip to make that 2 yellows.
what do we have for shields? Do we have 1?
Yes, you have 1.
So
And
that's
Not
a
a
setback.
lot.
One
and
or
one
one.
blue. And how many? It was 4 setback
Correct.
plus one for the shield because it's 1 and 1.
So
Yeah.
5 setbacks.
So 5 setbacks. Yeah, I think that's it. So here we go.
We need to angle the deflector shields.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So they do not hit, and furthermore, they're out of position. So I'm going to give you an additional boost die to whatever you guys do next. And we have the last slot, which is the pilot's slot. So what does Bob want to do now?
Oh man. I'm like getting like really ticked off, and the astromech is still not, getting a course. And so I'm gonna fly right at him.
All right.
My
so,
my intention is really just to scare the hell out of this guy by like zipping right past him. I'm so bolstered by my near miss with the asteroid. I'm like, okay, fine. You know what? Let's quit running until this thing is done. And I'm just going to fly right at this guy and try to like buzz him just to try and see if I can freak him out. So how do we want to handle that?
So I think we could do a gain the advantage thing here. So
I can gain the advantage at my speed. That's the problem.
oh.
Yep.
That's the thing. It's like we're not speed 4. That's a speed 4 move.
But it's,
Okay.
we could evasively maneuver.
Yeah, that's what we call an evasive maneuver.
Sure.
Which is a maneuver. You know, my hope was to do something, as an action, so to speak, just completely insane.
So you know what? Let's treat it as a fire discipline check. It's what we're going to do, but using your piloting instead of using leadership. So
Okay.
why don't you roll against a difficulty of 3 purple?
Okay.
But just use your piloting skill.
All right, and I'm using that boost that Jaster gave me,
Sure.
which was, probably not the intent of what the information he gave me. I'm like, oh, thanks. Okay. Mm-hmm. So,
Well, he did say turn the ship around, right? Because you're
Yeah,
headed back to the asteroid. So you did.
All right.
There we go. So that gives you 1 boost die, right? Plus 2 advantages, which you could either take a strain recovery or an extra boost die if you want.
I'm throwing the boost to the blue dice to the next person to shoot or what have you.
Okay.
And can I,
yeah, go ahead.
and the other one gives me a boost die to my next check. Is that the idea?
No, you can throw it. You can throw it to whoever you want because that's
I'll throw them both. I'll throw them both right
yeah.
towards to the next person. I'm gonna freak this guy out so much.
So we're back to the top of the round, and we got still 2 rounds to go before the computer finishes crunching the numbers. Now it had to go back because Bob changed course. So now it's still 2 rounds until you can make it to hyperspace. But we're back at the top of the round. Who's shooting now?
I'm gonna do my computing.
Go for it.
And I'm not gonna use the boost. I'm gonna leave it for these guys. And it's each of the shooters gets a boost, and I take 3 more strain. I'm almost down. Jeez.
All right. So whoever shoots next gets 3 boost die, if I remember correctly.
No, each of them gets 1. I get 1 for 1 success, and the second guy for 2 successes.
Okay, but Bob gave 2.
Right.
Oh,
yes,
that's
so
right.
So it's 3 to the next guy.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So whoever shoots next gets 3 blues.
Will ill hit something?
Will ill hit something? That's the question.
Will ill. Particularly when I upgrade his difficulty again to make it 1 red, 1 purple, and 2 black.
Shoot!
I hit him.
Yes!
Unblinking bastard. Whoa. Let's take a look at all the dice that got rolled for that.
Shit.
6.
All blanks.
It's a bunch of blank dice. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of dice that got rolled right there.
But we said that is a total of 7 damage.
Yeah.
7 damage.
So, the ship is hit, but the ship is massive, right? So the amount of damage that it's getting through is not the greatest amount of damage. And so...
There's 12 dice.
We go to Max. Are you hitting the ship or what?
I get a boost from Jaster.
You get a boost from Jaster. Yeah, boost from Jaster. And flipping again to upgrade your difficulty. So it's 1 red, 1 purple, 2 blacks.
Flip back to you, and I will aim for another boost. So 2 boosts against 2 setbacks, 1 red, 1 purple.
Yes.
There we go.
That's another hit. For 7 more points of damage. No, 8. 8 points of damage. And, still, hang on. Sir, enemy ship hull integrity still at 67%.
Okay, fine. I'm
and
going to ram it, Mac. What do you want me to do?
I want you to head toward the jump point so we can enter hyperspace and leave.
Well, shoot it then.
I have been.
All right, so it's their turn to shoot. Are we doing anything to make life difficult for them?
We're yelling at each other.
Yelling at each other. So, no flipping to make things difficult for them?
I think
Other
we
On a
should.
roll.
Other than that, as my constant maneuver was my maneuver was to do evasive maneuvers. I think that.
Oh, that's right.
Black-
So
yeah.
evasive maneuver upgrades the difficulty of all attacks. +1 per point of hand. Okay, so it's one upgrade. So they get
And that's
one
going to
purple,
just-
one red. Okay, so that turns it into 2 reds. Then that's more like it. Here we go. Still hits you.
Perfect.
And so that hits you for 6 hull points minus your armor. So 3 get passed, and I got 2 successes. Ooh, I could link. So I'm going to link it, and another hit slams into you.
Next, we take
So
6.
that's 3 more points. Yeah, 6 points of damage. And it's Bob's turn again.
If this keeps up, we're going to have to go back and take that frickin' wreck to get home.
Watch what you say about my ship.
Oh, man. Let's see here.
Do some evasive maneuvers, maybe. You know.
Well, no, I'm still going to do evasive maneuvers. That's fine. That's a maneuver as opposed to an action. Let's see. It's not really a starfighter, so I can't really use blanket barrage. I can't just like start shooting some of the other. And you guys are on the guns anyway. But let's see. Can't really accelerate either. I'm gonna try to get us a little bit further range from these guys. Well, can I at this point? I'm at speed 3 already. Moving between run, range band, and the next always takes 2 maneuvers, regardless of speed. I really kind of want to use my new maneuver to use evasive action. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fly the ship like a madman.
Cool.
Okay, you could angle deflectors and do stuff like that.
Well,
Definitely
yeah,
have
not.
to do that.
Yeah, but I mean that's a
can do
maneuver
that.
as well, isn't it? Okay, you can do that.
Okay.
But wait a minute. Do I want to make things even more difficult for them and fly back into the asteroid field?
Loop again.
Forcing them to chase us? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to skirt into the asteroid field again just a little bit.
So I guess we do a piloting check again.
Yeah. I'm going
Your
to try
speed,
to.
speed is 3.
Yeah, speed is straight. So I'm going to say, like, you know what? I'm going to try to I'm going to try to make life really difficult for them. Much to illness, like dismay.
So do a piloting check with 2 reds, 1 purple, and 2 blacks.
Okay, so once again, my incredible skill is 2 reds, 1 purple. My incredible piloting skill will keep us out of trouble here. And I'm going to flip a point just to pilot like a real psycho. I'm just trying to get it so they fly after us, or they have to fly after us to keep engaging.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I don't really succeed, but I do take a point of strain. That's apparently
You get a little bit of strain. So we got us an asteroid again, which might hit you. So what you can do is we're back to the top of the round. So now you have 1 more round to survive before you can make the jump to hyperspace. So whoever goes next needs to take care of a couple of asteroids headed your way. So you're gonna have to shoot at them.
All right, I'm gonna try and give these guys a boost, but if I take any more strain, I'll probably. This is it. So, but I'll
Important
take
safety tip: take no strain.
Hey,
but the good news is they have to deal with these asteroids too.
I even gain one back, and the next shooter gets an advantage. Only one of you guys.
Okay, so somebody needs to shoot the asteroid headed your way, which is a difficulty 2 purple.
So I
And
look at
I am going to upgrade it so that it's really 1 red and 1 purple.
I look at the computer and I say, guys, somebody better shoot that asteroid. That's all.
So who's taking
Well,
the shot against the asteroid?
I hesitate to say it's going to be me, but I'm going to go for it.
I look out the cockpit and think to myself, well, somebody better hit that.
So it's,
I missed.
Uh-oh! You missed. Well, you got some advantages. But this means that the ship takes a collision, and it's -5 because of the shields. Oh, well, did you angle the shields?
Yeah, we have 2.
So we're going to
That's
call
my
it
maneuver.
2. So it's -10. So, no, wait, it's a 60. -10 is a 50 on the critical hit chart, meaning that the ship now
It's faster.
has taken a component hit.
Oh,
A component.
Small vehicle components roll on table 710. Where's
hope it's
table
scary.
710? Come on, man. It's in the book. Oh, no.
it's right there. It's just
Is it?
next page.
No, I'm looking at the screen. So
It's not on the
GM's
screen. Nothing Starfighter is on the screen.
It does have the crits. Oh, there we go. So it doesn't tell me which part gets hit, though. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's roll a d8. Why not? Survey says component number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sublight engines. Speeds reduced by 1 point as your sublight engines take a critical hit. Okay?
Engines are
So
slightly damaged
speed-
on the ship. 3 is reduced by 1 point. Oh,
Yes.
you were supposed to
So-
hit that still.
So, Craig, you hit the asteroid, but now, you still have the pursuing ship. You going to shoot it?
I am.
Go for it.
All right, we've got 1 aim. It's going to stay at 2 purple, or are you going to flip a point?
Let's flip a point, because why not?
And that's, I've got 2 setback from its shields.
Mhm.
There we go.
Oh, 2 hits. So 2 plus 6 is 8. -4 is 4 more hits. All right. So you hit the ship, and the ship is going to make 1 last attack against you. And I'm going to flip my point to make things easier for me.
But does he have to make a piloting check in the asteroid field? That's the question.
Ooh, that is right. Let's do that first. Piloting check is...
I didn't fly in here just to look cool there, Haas.
That's true.
Good, because you hit the asteroid.
I know. I just failed miserably.
Look at that. Can you see that on the screen?
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh dear.
So
Siege with the despair and lots of threat.
And lots of threat.
Well,
What do we do with that? So
So he doesn't hit the asteroid, but what does that despair do?
So he
That's-
doesn't. But so he evades the ship. Sort of twists to evade the asteroid that just collided into you, which just just hit you and ricocheted off. And they managed to evade that. But the pilot loses control of the ship as it spins and gets hit by a solar flare, and so gets further knocked out, of course, right? So it's not able to. It takes them a while to reestablish control and fly after you. But this also coincides with this being the last round that you needed before the ship's Navi computer just flashes green across the board that coordinates and trajectory are all set. So all you need to do is jump into hyperspace. And so
Press the button.
Bob punches it, and you fly off into hyperspace,
Oh,
escaping
it works.
finally the system. So that's it.
Cue Star Wars theme.
And the star, yes,
Cue Star Wars.
the star streak past. Oh,
All right. So I think that's just in time because Anthony's running out of time. So yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Lots of
Yeah.
fun.
RT units like putting out fires and wires hanging down everywhere.
Yeah.
I pass Bob the pilot's manual
Nice.
where it talks about safe areas to fly, safe operational speeds. I start highlighting those sections.
And Jaster sitting stunned at the same chair, kind of just looking at the holocron, not activating it, just looking at it.
Yeah.
Off.
All right. So the holocron is my excuse for you to be able to take classes in Force and Destiny classes, right? So if you want to multi-class into
Nice.
that, this opens the way for that.
And that's definitely what I want to do.
Right. Because this is the teachings, right, of the Jedi. You got your own Jedi Master recordings here. So yeah, that was the basic intent behind the holocron. And so, as far as housekeeping goes, is like, this was the last thing I had planned. I can keep writing more adventures because, this has been fun. But I didn't want to plan ahead because I didn't know if the Inquisitor was going to capture you, kill you, incapacitate you. So, that was my intent, incapacitation, but I wasn't able to deliver.
Let's get down to brass tacks here for a second, though. We get XP for this, too, right? Can we get some more XP?
Oh, yeah.
10 XP and 10 duty or obligation.
So yeah, I'm actually, I haven't spent my last, I've actually got 30 XP floating around, so that's great.
Yeah. So you can
Try
multi-class
spending
into
them on
Force.
pilot.
Hey, listen, my filing's pretty good already. Just
And
So
I have enough for consular, reflect, and parry, which is exactly what I needed.
So what's the plan? What's up next week? What's the schedule going to look like?
I was thinking next week.
broken compass.
Broken compass.
You can do that.
I would do that.
Yeah, sound good?
Yeah,
Other suggestions?
Sure.
I'm good with that. So are we planning
I've
on
supported the Kickstarter. Yes, I'd like to play the game a little bit. Let's do it.
Sure. There's a quick start. It's free for download, but I can share it.
That'd be great.
Do we want to keep playing Star Wars? Do I
Yes.
plan another
Yeah,
adventure?
I think
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. But we want to give you time to plan a really good one. One even
I'm
more
just-
deadly, more scary. Oh,
More Star Wars, please.
yeah, and
Excellent. All right. So,
involving the return to get the ship. Yeah.
we have to get Il's ship, right? At some point.
Il's just going to talk
Yeah,
about
so-
that ship all the time.
So,
to go
quick
back.
question for Anthony, if Anthony can hear me.
I can hear you.
Number one question. I'm interviewing Ron Edwards today in
cool.
about an hour. Who do I need? What's number one question I need to ask? Why does he hate? Why does he hate Star Trek?
No.
The RPG.
No, I don't think that would be a great question.
Not a good one.
I think the best question to ask Ron Edwards is always, what is your plan? What are you doing with Adept Play? That's the heart and soul of his activity now, and lots of work going in that direction. So.
That's what we were going to focus anyway. So I appreciate it.
Cool. See what he's up to with that.
All right, ladies.
All
Have fun.
right. So, I hope
Great
that-
job, Eloy.
I
Thank
hope
you.
that was fun. Yeah.
It was.
Thank
It
you.
was awesome.
Yeah. Good. All right.
And this
excellent.
was very, very us. The Jedi managed to knock the saber away so that Craig could blast her.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I really
That was-
thought it was all done. Like,
Me too.
you know,